Today we're going to be taking a look and unboxing the optic I plan to use on my EPC build. This is the DeltaPoint Pro. And this is a particular one that comes with the AR mount or Picatinny mount for the DeltaPoint Pro. So in the box, you're going to get your manual. Leupold, all their manuals are all kind of fold out like this and pretty large. And one side is in one language, the other side is in English. Explains pretty much everything you need to know in regards to getting this mounted up and sighted in. So on the right side of the box, you're going to get a Leupold DeltaPoint Pro cover. Over here, you're going to get a couple of Allen keys, 3 to be exact, right there. This one right here is going to be for mounting the optic like you normally would. So this one would typically come with just the DeltaPoint Pro, and then this one in particular will allow you to service both the mount as well as the red dot itself. So this will be for your mounts, and then this will be for mounting the DeltaPoint Pro to the mount. And then this one right here, this little one, is for removing the rear accessory port. You get one CR 2032 battery, and here is the mount itself. It's got the Leupold logo on the bottom or on the side, and then you can mount this in either orientation you want, either with the Leupold logo on that side or on this side, however you want to do that. And then one more thing over here, 2 screws. And so these screws in particular are for mounting the DeltaPoint Pro to either the mount itself or to the handgun you're mounting the DeltaPoint Pro to. And over here is the red dot itself. Right, let's get a couple of close-up shots of that. So this is just a red dot sight, but it's a little bit larger than your RMR, kind of along the lines of the size of the Romeo 1 Pro. So the body itself, the inside of this hood right here, is constructed of aluminum. They don't discuss the type of finish that they have on here, but it looks to be an anodizing. And then the reticle I have is the 2.5 MOA dot. The hood right here that surrounds the top of the optic is constructed of steel, and it's also finished in a black color. They don't discuss the finish that they use on here. So the controls, it's a very simple optic. You're going to have your MOA windage and elevation adjustments right here, and your brightness adjustment is that Leupold logo right there. And so it does round robin, so as you go all the way up to the highest setting, which there are 8 settings of, so when you get to 8, you press it again, you go back down to setting 1. They do have a night vision model that does have 10 settings, 2 of which are night vision. This also features motion activated on off. So as soon as you pick up the firearm that the red dot is mounted to, it is going to power on. And it continues to stay powered on as long as motion is detected. And after 5 minutes of no motion, it is going to power off. And in the event that you're looking at it and not causing any motion, the red dot is going to flash 10 times before powering off. So the adjustment right here, it is adjustable by the rim of a case or a quarter, flat tip, or however you want to do it. These are going to be 1 MOA adjustments per click, and That is for both windage and elevation. And there are going to be 60 MOA of adjustment coming from all the way to one side to the other, 60 clicks. So to change out the battery, you have this little door right here. You can push that open, and then the battery door is spring loaded. I do want to note that there is a little hole in the front of the optic right there. If you can see the little spring that protrudes right there, essentially what that is the battery door spring that protrudes through the front. So I'll show you how the battery goes in there. And I thought this was really cool. Very nice that you don't have to take the optic off to change the battery and then have to re-zero it. So as you can see right there on the battery door, that is a small magnet. And so when you put the battery in, it's not going anywhere. And you just flip the door down and click this back, and you're good to go. I think for the first time, you do have to, there we go. You do have to hold it to power it on. As you can see, there is the red dot. It's not really going to focus, but that's okay. So more on the battery. For low intensity, you are going to get 1600 hours of battery life out of one CR2032. On medium intensity, you're going to get 1000 hours of battery life. And if you have it on max, which is number 8, you're only going to get 300 hours of battery life.